You are listening to John Robertson and Michelle Garmon's reaction to the Fever's 77-60 win over the Atlanta Dream in Game 2 of the Fever Dream Series. Catch John and Michelle on the Fever Report every week and get their reactions following every Fever game only on the Central Indiana Sports Report. Do yourself a favor and go subscribe at YouTube, Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or SoundCloud to get your dose of Central Indiana sports every single day.
You are listening to the Fever Report with John Robertson and Michelle Garmon. Their reaction to their 77-60 win over Atlanta and Game 2 of the Fever Dream Series on Tuesday. And here's your host, Greg Mingelt.
Welcome, Fever fans, to the Central Indiana Sports Report for our reaction to the Fever's 77-60 win over the Dream in Game 2 of the Fever Dream Series. I'm joined by John Robertson and Michelle Garmon to discuss it. John, take it away.
Listen, guys, it was really great. It was really great. It was really great to be in the building. The fans started a little slow. It was a little subdued at first, but by the end of the night, my goodness, Gainbridge was rocking. And I was really happy to see the Fever outscored in every quarter except for the second quarter where they tied. So, they really came to play tonight. I was nervous at first, not going to lie, because they were a little careless with the ball at the beginning. But I want to focus on how well they stayed with it and kept playing. And then the defense really was good, and just really proud of the effort the team put in tonight.
I agree wholeheartedly. I want to focus on their effort and the play of everyone tonight. I mean, really.
Yep. We got an LFG for Michelle tonight on our text, John.
I know. I don't normally at least say bad words on the text, but I had one for the end of the third quarter.
Certainly understandable.
Michelle's into it.
Yeah. I'm just saying it was really fun. And what I loved was seeing everybody who came off that bench tonight contribute. And every one of them that came off contribute. I thought Brianna Turner almost looked like she did in her third or fourth season. It was she played very well for them, and they needed that. And Powers, man, that was your TJ McConnell. If you want to compare, Powers was like TJ McConnell tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say
WERS. Powers.
I was going to say, Ariel Powers only has 3 points, but she had 7 rebounds, and her energy to get them, the fight, she had some pivotal moments where she got the energy going for the crowd, and she, helped make some stops. It was huge. I really felt like Ariel Powers did a great job tonight. And what about Timpson? Timpson had 9 points tonight off the bench.
19 bench points, guys.
Which is hard to believe considering how little depth we have, right? Everybody that wasn't injured got in the game, so that's good. I was actually really happy to see everybody kind of rally around Sims, who had a really bad shooting night and she wasn't doing well. And she made some bad passes, and I don't want to call her out and say she's terrible. I think she's been a great part of this team as they're trying to overcome all their stuff, but she had an off night, right? But everybody rallied around and kept her in it. And she's finally at the end had some really good assists that got us up to the 22, 23 point lead that we were
hit
at.
That big three.
Yeah. That was big too.
I thought that Stephanie White did a nice thing there because she took Boston and Mitchell out and they didn't come back in. She subbed in for Howard a little bit. And I was glad to see her actually leave. And of course, she kind of probably had to, but leave Sims in there for as long as she did in the fourth quarter so she could get into some kind of rhythm to carry that over into the next game.
She started to get into it. She was trying so hard. She made some really bad passes at the beginning. And I mean, they were, I guess I would characterize it, they were aggressive passes that just didn't work out. You know, we say when Caitlin's playing, she does the same thing. Like if it's high risk, high reward, and it was landing on the risk side tonight. But I'm not going to sit here and rip on her. I think she played fine. Let's give it up for Aaliyah Boston with 15 points, 7 for 12 from the field. Good game for her because Atlanta's got some big talent. You know what I mean? It's hard for Aaliyah in this in this Atlanta matchup. She only averages 8.8 against the Dream. So to have a 15-point night tonight and help carry the team is spectacular.
Yeah, and I really liked it because she wasn't backing down from Jones or Griner or anybody in there either. And I really like that she's been feisty this year, but I kind of like that little bit of attitude and swag that she showed tonight.
I think the whole team kind of had that going on after the way game one played out. Like everybody was sick and tired of the nonsense, and they were like, we can't play this necessarily straight up. We have to come in here and just take it if we want it.
They really did. They played hard. They were on the floor for those 50-50 balls that, that Stephanie White said that they didn't do a good job of getting or going after in game one. And they went after them real hard tonight. It was really good. And give it up for Lexi and even Powers, because Powers got into a little bit of foul trouble too. I mean, those two were tasked with having to stop Ryan Howard, who I thought was the only Dream player that, well, until Pow Pow came in at the end. But Ryan was the only Dream player I thought that was consistent for them all night.
We always have to give Kelsey Mitchell some love because, I mean, 19 points, she leads all scorers, and she has been just the engine of this team for the most of the season, right? Like, she's our MVP. We have to shout out Kelsey no matter what. It is so much fun to be at a game and watch Kelsey Mitchell when she is on fire. She is so fast, and then she just pops up those threes, and they're so smooth. It is fun to watch.
She's the very quiet leader of this group. She's not vocal like Caitlin. She's not vocal like Aaliyah, and she's not vocal like Sophie. Kelsey's just very quiet but just goes out and does
since you
it.
mentioned Sophie and Caitlin, they were definitely in the ears of the refs all night, and they were working the sidelines, getting fans invested and involved. Like, I really appreciated what they were trying to do, even though they're not in the game. They were trying to help have an impact on the game, and you got to respect that. You absolutely have to respect that they're trying. They know the impact they have on the crowd. They know that the fans want to see them. So when they get up and get invested, like, the crowd reacts. They're like conductors.
Those two and the other injured players too, because they've got that bench mob mentality in that, we're going to get up, we're going to be excited, we're going to make noise, and you're going to know that we're involved in this game. Even if we're not in uniform and can't get on the court, we're here, we're involved, we're invested.
Well, it didn't stop Caitlin from getting on the court. I'm surprised she didn't get teed up tonight. I'm not going to lie. She was up on the floor in the refs' ears a couple of times, but that is a whole other story. But I kind of like it. With all that said, I have to say, if you haven't looked at the box score, the highest plus minus of the night, do you know who it is?
Is it your girl?
Lexi Hall is plus 19. She's the highest. Kelsey Mitchell 18. So give it up for Lexi Hall, having an impact all night long. She only had 7 points, but 5 personal fouls and 5 rebounds. So she was in there fighting all night. She had Ryan Howard hating life. It was awesome. It was so good.
Guys, I can't believe it's taken this long to get to this. Game 3 is on Thursday. Do the Fever have a chance?
I think they have a chance. I think they absolutely have a chance. If they get a fair game, they've got a shot.
I like it even more so because Boston and Mitchell, and because of Hall's foul trouble, and even Howard there, then they all got to get some rest on their legs, and I think or rest their legs. That's important. That yes, they could have won a nail biter, but I think how they won today was important for them, just because it bought them some extra rest that they normally get. And I think the thing is, this group, they believe in each other, and they believe in themselves, and they're going to go and give it everything they've got.
And the Aces are about. Did you have something you were going to say, John?
No, I was just gonna say, I think that like if Atlanta gets hot, there's like not a lot they could do about it. Like Atlanta can boat race with if they're hitting threes, which will be a problem. But I think that the Fever absolutely have a chance as long as they're playing careful. I don't think it'll be as big of a win in Game 3 if they get the win. I think it'll be a much closer game. I think if the Fever win, it'll be a close game. I think if Atlanta wins, it could be a blowout. And that's kind of just where I'm going to leave it. But I do think either one has a chance. Do we know if they're playing in the small arena again, or are they going to get the big arena? Have we heard?
It is at the Gateway Center in College Park, Georgia.
I think that plays to Atlanta's favor. Also, I'll tell you what. Like, I don't. You would have thought that Atlanta didn't know what it was like to have a crowd at a game because it was funny.
Rattled Atlanta there, starting there
About
with about
third
4
quarter.
minutes to go in that 4 or 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Well, that was right when I texted you guys. I said I would love to see. I think we had a 3-point lead at that time. Maybe it was 6. I would love to see the Fever go on a run because I don't feel comfortable with where we are right now. And they did. They went on a run with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And
it was ask.
Yeah, and then it was over from there. Yeah, I think Fever. I think they can. It'll be close. I took the money line tonight, and it paid off pretty good.
Nice. The Aces are about to put away the Storm out in Seattle. And on Wednesday, the Mercury and Liberty, the Liberty can close out, and the Lynx are in San Francisco. The Lynx can close out.
Do we have any update on Stewie? I haven't seen anything.
Game time decision.
That means she's probably out.
I think that means she probably plays. I think she probably plays if she's a game time.
Oh, do you?
Yep. That means she's hurt and not injured, and she's going to play through it if she can.
It'll probably depend on how her warm up goes. If she warms up or like their afternoon shoot around or warm up, whatever, if she gets a little swelling in that knee, they'll probably keep her out. Is what would be my guess.
Let's all hope that New York can take out the horrible Mercury that I can't stand.
And that the Aces take out Seattle.
Let's hope for a big Game 3. Lexi Hall goes off and just scores 20, and then Fever win.
Let's do it.
All right.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Central Indiana Sports Reports Fever Report with John Robertson, Michelle Garmon. They'll be back Thursday night after the deciding Game 3 of the Fever Dream Series. Please do us a favor and share this podcast with a Fever fan in your life to help spread the word that the Central Indiana Sports Report is here talking about Central Indiana sports every single day. Every single day. Share this podcast with a Fever fan in your life to help spread the word that the Central Indiana Sports Report is here talking about Central Indiana sports every single day. Please do us a favor and share this podcast with a Fever fan in your life to help spread the word that the Central Indiana Sports Report is here talking about Central Indiana sports every single day. Every single day. Every single day.
The Central Indiana Sports Report is a product of ITG Media, and I love Susie.